You are so beautiful. Perfect, even. It's nice to finally meet you in person. I feel like I know you already. It's a dream of mine to have you here. You've already met my prior test subjects, so you have an idea of what's in store for you. You should be excited. You've seen so much of my work. It'll be nice to have a hands-on experience. I love having you here, strapped to the table. I can't wait to leave marks on you that you'll never forget. You know, for science. Oh my, you're so cute when I get to see you up close. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I have standards. All I want to do is measure your reactions. I'll start by attaching these electrodes to your scalp. You won't be able to hide a thing from me. Oh, I'm sorry. Are the ropes too tight? I wouldn't want you to be uncomfortable. We're going to be spending a lot of time with each other, so be a good little test subject and use your words if you need anything. Can you do that? Say that again. No mumbles this time. How else am I gonna know when you're at your limit? What a beautiful voice. I find it hard to hear patients while I'm operating. You wouldn't imagine the sounds I get out of them. The room is soundproof, so we can be as loud as we want. There is no need to call for help. I'm all the help you'll need. Now, before we begin, I have to see how you've recovered from the sedatives. My job is to make sure you're in the perfect condition for what comes next. I promise, if you do really well, I'll let you know why I find you so special. Shall we begin? What did I say about mumbling? Use your words, okay? I'll start off with an easy one, the sense of sight. Do you see the mirror in front of you? I thought it'd be fun if you get a good view of what's gonna happen next. I want you to tell me what you see. Everyone says something different, but there's only one real answer. Do you want to know what that is? Do you want me to tell you what you are? You're mine, my subject alone. Do you understand that? That's a good test subject. You're already learning. Now, try and hold still. For our next test, we'll measure your sense of smell. You know, I can't put the perfume on you if you don't hold still. Let me help you. All I'm going to do is take your neck in my hand. Shh. Now isn't the time to squirm. Have a bit of patience. Now, don't make me do something I'd regret. After all, I'm the one with my hand around your throat. Have a bit of courtesy and comply. I can always fix whatever I break. Ah, there we go. Was that so hard? Can you smell that? Lavender and gooseberry. I find the scent so intoxicating. And if the machine is working, it seems you find it just as lovely. I like that it's nice to share some common ground with test subjects. Now, I apologize if I was a tad rough. You really should hold still. Even after I tied every limb to my table, you still squirm helplessly. It's like you want me to tighten them. Is that what you want? Then I am more than happy to oblige. This should stop you from squirming, and if you move even an inch, I'll make sure those ropes won't be the only thing that leaves marks. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so aggressive. Did that excite you? Am I to believe that this test subject that I've admired is some sort of degenerate? No, the machine is simply misaligned. From all the shaking, it read you wrong. Here, let me fix it. And there we go. Now, I can get a proper reading of what excites you. This next test is one of my favorites. All you have to do is lay back and listen to these sounds. Some are pleasant, and some will give you a taste of what's to come. A reminder of simpler times. Nothing. We'll move on. How about this? Ah, that's more like it. Who would have guessed that you would enjoy what I'm doing? Maybe you've always wished to be one of my subjects, Did you ever notice how much they smiled when I was done with them? How much they missed it? My other test subjects, I mean. But I never wanted them back. I never wanted to keep one of my subjects. Until I met you. And since you're already smiling, I assume you want the same thing. Not that I mind. I like you like this. I simply mean to say you've exceeded my expectations and you continue to impress. I told you before that all these tests are purely professional. If it was personal, I'd have already done many other things to you. It would be slow and rough and as thorough as your body could take. We would try all kinds of tests. I'd see how strong your hair is, how flexible your body is, your upper body strength. But most of all, I'd see how well you could listen. Oh? Do you want to make it personal? At least let me finish the tests first, and wipe that grin off your face. You're going to make me do something you'll regret. Lovely. Now hold still. Can you feel my hands on your arm? You flinched. Is something wrong? Ah. The glove is rather cold, isn't it? I suppose you're right. It would be more productive to take off the gloves. Besides, skin-to-skin contact is often more accurate. Why are you shaking so much? I've just touched your arm. Are you actually a degenerate? What are you talking about? By more personal, I mean I would untie you. Of course. Of course that means you'd be more cooperative with other tests. What else would more personal mean? Oh. Ahem. Well, I think we're done with the test and you're free to go about. But I could sedate you and drop you off right back where I found you. Go back to cleaning up the aftermath of every subject I leave with. Everything I've done was to learn. The only thing I want to explore now is what makes you tick. Look me in the eyes and tell me you want to help my research. I don't want a single shred of doubt that every mark I leave on you is exactly what you want. Every test I run with you is what you desire. You want to be a good test subject for me, don't you? After all, I've made it clear that you're the only one that I want. Is that too much to ask for? All I want is you. More than any research or tests, you are the perfect specimen. I see the way I make you smile and wonder if I'll see the same in the mirror. So look at me and say you'll be my test subject forever. Good. Perhaps one day, when you have proven your worth, we can talk about this degenerate side of yours. Until then, I believe we have more tests to run.